Good evening and a happy new year. You're watching the news on Croatian television. People in Croatia and around the world welcomed in the new year with public fireworks displays and musical concerts. 50,000 people stood on the Ban Jelačić Square in downtown Zagreb, while in Split, thousands of people gathered on the waterfront to ring in the new year with a spectacular fireworks display of their own.
I just want everyone to have a better year in 2018, especially those who may not have a job or enough money. I want this year to be a little better than the last one. I wish good health onto everyone, and hopefully we will all be here again next year. Lots of health and lots of love for everyone. I just want people to be okay and to have fun.
Interior Minister Davor Božinović welcomed in the new year at the country's border crossing with Serbia at Ilok. The minister stated that he did not expect a repeat of the massive waves of illegal migrants, but that necessary precautions were nevertheless in place. He also commented on the ongoing border dispute with Slovenia, saying Slovenian police had no jurisdiction over Croatian fishermen operating in Savudrija Bay.
Slovenia does not have the right to implement their laws on Croatian territory, nor do they have the right to fine Croatian fishermen in any way. Croatian fishermen will not be paying any of those fines.
Tragedy struck a group of swimmers in Rijeka earlier today as they celebrated the beginning of the new year by jumping into the sea. 2 people drowned and another is fighting for his life as waves fueled by strong southeasterly winds made it nearly impossible for the group to climb to safety.
It was a critical situation. We thought we would be able to climb out of the sea, but some people started to succumb to the waves. It became obvious that we were going to have major difficulties getting out. The younger swimmers, such as myself, were able to somehow get out with the help of a rope.
At the Sisters of Mercy Hospital in Zagreb, the first baby of the new year was born. With 3,000 annual births, the hospital's maternity ward is one of the few in Croatia to not experience a drop in live births. At the same time, the country's alarming demographic decline continues. Experts warn that in 10 years' time, the population could fall by up to 1 million people.
Although unfortunately in Croatia we have seen a constant decline in the number of births, we haven't recorded the same downward trend at our clinic. We had 4,200 live births last year. If we bear in mind that more than 6,000 babies were born here at this maternity ward in 1996, it's obvious how serious the decline in the birth rate has been.
In Osijek, 500 people ushered in the first day of 2018 with the city's 35th annual New Year's Day race. People of all ages and abilities took part in the light-hearted sporting event.
I actually cut my celebrations a little short last night so that I could be in better shape for this morning's race.
Meanwhile, down in Split, strong winds and temperatures of only around 10 degrees Celsius didn't stop locals from playing their traditional New Year's game of Picigin at the city's famous Bačvice beach. Wrapping up the celebrations for the first day of the year, we take a look at Dubrovnik, where people drank champagne, ate oysters, and took in a traditional New Year's Day concert. Conductor Ivan Josip Skender led the Dubrovnik Symphony Orchestra through a musical tour de force featuring famous arias and waltzes. Finance Minister Zdravko Marić spoke on Croatian television today, saying that for the first time since independence, the state budget in 2017 ended in a surplus. The minister also noted that the public debt had been lowered to 78% of the GDP. Marić said the implementation of tax reforms was the main contributing factor to the country's improved finances.
It is safe to say that 2017 was an excellent year. I could even go as far as saying it was a historically successful one. The final official results will be available in the spring when the State Statistics Bureau and the National Bank, along with the final verification by Eurostat, publish the year-end results. But according to the information we have at the Ministry of Finance, we have exceeded our original budgetary projections by more than 670 million euro. We had more efficient revenue gathering this past year, as well as more control over our expenditures.
Taking a quick look at sports, the Croatian men's handball team is in the midst of final preparations for the upcoming European Championships to be held in Croatia from January 12th to 28th. The team traveled from Zagreb to Split today ahead of Friday's warm-up game against Montenegro. Head coach Lino Červar will need to cut the roster down from the current 22 players to a maximum of 16. Croatia's first match at the European Championships will be against Serbia in Split on January 12th.
We are continuing with our preparations, and this includes our upcoming game on Friday. We will do our best to incorporate the players who have been late in joining our team due to their respective team commitments in Germany. We need to get Domagoj more involved as well. But at the same time, we are being cautious as to how far we can push his body. We can hardly wait for the European Championships to begin. I personally can't wait for the euphoria to start. We are also aware that we are playing at home in front of our fans, so we will give everything we've got.
In NBA basketball, Croatia's Dario Šarić has continued his amazing run of late, tying his career high with 27 points in the 76ers win on New Year's Eve against the Phoenix Suns, 123-110. And fellow national team player Bojan Bogdanović had 13 points in his Pacers' loss to the Minnesota Timberwolves, 90-107. Meanwhile, in tennis at the WTA tournament underway in Auckland, New Zealand, Croatia's Petra Martic opened up the 2018 campaign with the win against Marketa Vondrusova of the Czech Republic, 7-6, 6-3. Donna Vekic, on the other hand, lost to Kristen Flipkens of Belgium in 3 sets. And finally, Mirjana Lučić-Baroni and Ana Konjuh both advanced following their respective wins at the WTA tournament underway in Brisbane, Australia. The weather forecast for tomorrow calls for mostly cloudy skies and isolated showers, with sleet and snow in higher elevations. Most areas of the country will clear up in the afternoon, beginning in western regions. Precipitation continues to be in the forecast for the far east and far south. Winds in the interior mostly weak. A weak to moderate northeasterly will blow on the Adriatic coast, while a northwesterly is expected in the open seas. Morning lows of -1 to 4 degrees inland and from 6 to 10 on the coast will give way to highs of 3 to 8 inland and from 9 to 13 degrees Celsius on the coast. Continental regions will be partly sunny on Wednesday, with increased cloud cover and the chance of rain overnight into the early hours of Thursday. Meanwhile, weather during the day should be mostly sunny and warm. The Adriatic coast on Wednesday will also be partly sunny. Clouds and rain will move in towards the end of the day, especially in the north, and spreading to most areas overnight into Thursday. Partly sunny skies will continue in the forecast till Saturday, with isolated showers in the north. Heavier rain showers will spread to most areas of the coast on Sunday. Winds on Wednesday will be strong and come out of the southwest, while Friday will see a strong to gale force southeasterly. And that brings us to the end of our program. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow night.